Welcome back to Island Life Live. We are so honored to welcome our reigning Lei Queen, Leilani Kahoano. She is a living encyclopedia of all things Lei, and today we're going to get educated. Aloha e kuhohano.
Ui, aloha hohano. Those are Lena, girl.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see us together.
I know you guys are doing a big event in Waikiki. Was in Waikiki today, and you made time. You made time to come join us to be on our couch, and we appreciate you, cousin.
Oh, Charlie's taxi. Got you here on time. Yes, Queen? Yes.
Speaking of Queen, how has this year, as reigning Queen of our Lei Day Queen, and I believe you began your queenship on May 1st, right? May 1st, 2023. How has it been so far?
Yeah, absolutely right. Fabulous. And I think, we don't realize it until we're in a certain position, the privileges that we're given and the responsibilities, the kuleana. And then to be able to give back, having been a May Day Queen back in 1970, and being able to look at how do you give back to where, you had that privilege at one time. Being able to be part of the experiences, whether the parades or education. And I think many of the other past queens and princesses have been also gathering to, create Lei education, which has been great. And just a few days ago, got to be part of the senior sweetheart ball.
All celebrities. That was
My
awesome.
last celebrityhood.
No, you're always a celebrity. You are a celebrity. Now, you brought some Lei Kukui with you today, which are beautiful. And a lot of times, when we see Lei Kukui, we think touristy, and we're going to give them in Waikiki and or at some hotel. But this is like from Kavaka Hiko for us Hawaiians. Tell us about some of the healing properties, or just give us some facts that we wouldn't know about the kukui.
Well, as we were talking about, because this is our state tree also, right? And it was actually chosen because it had multiple purposes. And so as a hula, practitioner and then a cultural practitioner too, one of the things we want to, introduce all our plants that we use for Lei, and then how is it multiple purposes. So one of the things you said about healing, so when you think about, laxative, so you have constipation was a really great way, one of the great...
Why are you grabbing my leg, little girl? You want me to munch on this Lei right now, yeah? Okay. I get dibs on this one.
Whatever help you
She
need,
would
brother.
always say, just don't eat too much of the macadamia nuts or the kukui, things like that. It's actually best not to eat it just raw. Better to be able to bake it, but then also from being able to look at it from a hula side too, with the leaves that we use. And there's the 3-point, and there's the 5-point, and 5-point is something we think about kamupua'a, our mo'olelo or our ka'au. Also from a healing standpoint too, two patients, anti-back bacon. I'm going to share this quick little moment. Kuma O'Brien Aselu had invited us to come over for Mary Monarch about 2010. And one of the boys within his hala was sick. And so she pulled a kukui right from the tree in front of Sig Zane's shop and said, come on, we're going to do this. And used myself as an example, however, was helping to share with the halau that they could take the sap and be able to rub that within their mouth and then back it up with orange juice. And that was a great way of using. Also think about Lumaku. What's Lumaku, right? So one of the ways that we would use as kind of our flashlight, our torch. We also use it again for stringing Lei, and there's different colors also of the kukui, the leaves. And so I had the fortunate blessing being on Hawaii Island discovering pink kukui leaves. And so amazing because it was only in a certain area, but maybe it's found in other places too. Also thinking about the kukui, oh my gosh, I had so many facts. Inamona. So what do we use? So we use that for our eating. Yes, there you go. But one of the things too I wanted to share about Lei is in how we present, right? Sometimes people just take it out of the plastic bag and just throw it on each other. But what if we were to take that Lei out and really present it in the way that it's intended, right? In the gift from your
with mindfulness,
hands, your heart, being able. So I always think, I teach our halau is being able to present it in such a way, if you're going to be giving it to someone, to be able to come to them, being able to hold it that way, right? Or just being able to bring it forward, and then how we be able to place it upon each other, right? Beautiful. So now it feels like something that you're giving as a gift, and you're not just like, okay, here, I'm gonna give you this. Forgive me for doing that. That was kind of like throw out there. So I think, when we think about the hands that make Lei, the amount of work it takes to gather, whether it's the leaves, whether it's the nuts, and being able to respect that when it is still something that's pre-made and being able to give. So I wanted to make sure we started from the beginning and the basics and something that's with our Hawaii already as the kukui,
absolutely.
the state tree.
And this is why she's our Lei Queen. She has all the ike on her lei. And she's a kumuhula as well. Our aunt, she's amazing. Our Leilani Kahoano. So thank you. We would love to have you come back and educate us some more.
We'd love to. Let's continue the tradition.
Absolutely. All right.